It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Time to determine who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Conference Championship is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running it with David Montgomery. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shotgun now for Stroud. That's incomplete on second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Collins got it left side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Escapes the pocket. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Steelers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. And look at the opportunity they've now got at the very start of this game, Brock. All thanks to the interception on that opening possession.
Yeah, they love to say that a running game is a quarterback's best friend, but right next to that bestie is a defense that can take the ball away for you.
Ready up.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go. 19, 16, 18. Come 19. Check. Hurt.
Straight to the air is Richardson. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
That's complete. It's the rookie from Kent State. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
19.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Ready? 65. 19, Tiger, 19.
Once more now, it's Richardson. He has room past the 25. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I love that. I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you can do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Back to the air they go on second. Stroud. There's a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Texans.
On play action, here's Stroud. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Here's Stroud again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
Stroud off of play action. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Again, Stroud. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Dante Kent with a return. And he's going to head out of bounds on the return.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the jump.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
19.
They'll start on the ground. Gallup. Gonna take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hold the ready.
After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes 2nd and 2.
70, Warriors 70, Cougar 19, Riggs, 19, Lions, go!
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He throws a bullet deep to the right. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, corner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to pull it up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Derek Harmon, the former Oregon Duck, making that stop.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 18. 2 jet.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Under.
Stroud from the pistol. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Look at hot. Hey, south.
Stroud now on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
All right. Stop.
Stroud's going to throw for it. He rolls to his right. He's got it. Complete to Collins. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they'll get him down right along the line, so no gain is how we'll end the opening quarter. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. 7-3 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. Now they send them back in motion right. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal block. Chances starting to run thin to score here.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slate, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
Stroud now on 4th down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans parlay the interception into points. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans push their lead to 3. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
19 tight. Come on. Hey.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
18, pioneer.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Panther 11, Panther Cowboy 80. 79, 65.
Throwing again, Richardson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A gain of 26 yards there. And the Steelers have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And they'll come up on 1st and 10.
70, 60 average. Let's go now. 68, 19, 7, Warriors, 70.
They'll throw again, Richardson. Left side, caught by Metcalf. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's going to be 2nd down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 70 traffic, come 19.
Richardson to throw again. Brought in. And it's close, but he's not going to score. Out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. From inside the 1, here's 1st and goal. Pushing for the end zone. It lost the football. It's not loose. And the Texans have recovered it.
Gosh, we have seen these quarterbacks make some incredible plays from here to reach the end zone. That was certainly not one of them. Careless with the football, left an opening for those defenders to knock it free and escape without surrendering any points.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They send a tight end in motion. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That run right there, that kind of feels like the missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Stroud. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Walk to the right.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Into the house he goes. It's a pick six and a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Get in on the grounds here with Montgomery. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Stroud now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, if you couldn't do it.
And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Sunday night primetime on the other side. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Stroud going to go on 4th down. Completed over the middle. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Throw right side, caught by Wilson. Down to the 10. And he can't get there, but what a game. Down to the goal line, he's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down.
Let it go.
1st and goal.
Gallo has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11. Now Boswell on to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
All right. 19. Let's hit. Look at hot.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Throw secured by Jaden Higgins. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
All right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Brought in right side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
A gain of 15. And the Texans first down.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Steelers get it back after making their third first-half interception.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Back to the air. It's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Nothing, 7 Pirates, 7.
Richardson on 3rd. It's caught by Wilson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Dragon 60.
First and 10.
Once more now. It's Richardson. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. On the move, headed right. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Okay, ready?
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Panther and left. Hurt. Panther 60. Panther.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And just before halftime, Bronk, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
This is why those kickers are down there before the game trying those kicks in midfield. Kind of like Hooper shooting that half-court shot before half, because they believe, kickers do, that they're going to get an opportunity to be a difference maker. With that long kick, he certainly was.
Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. Looking to throw. He's trying to push the field. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 79. Traffic.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Move the chain! Gotta move this chain! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
46-yard line.
Let's go. 19. Panther 11. Hurt.
Going again, Richardson. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
To the air on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. But nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. They'll throw again. Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the red zone.